Students, welcome to DAV Moil Public School Sita Saungi. I am your English teacher Gajanan sir, and today we are going to do revision of the story Footprints Without Feet. Its second part. Okay, student, you know that the story is about the central character, Mr. Griffin. He is the protagonist of this story. This is a science fiction written by Herbert George Wells. Herbert George Wells is well-known science fiction writer. Okay, you keep in your mind the time machine and War of the World. These two are his notable work. Okay, so let's see what happened in the story. In our earlier class, we have seen that the two boys first of all saw to this invisible griffin. So let's revise once again. The story is about a scientist whose name is Griffin. He had been discovering ways which could make a man visible and finally swallowed certain rare drugs that make him invisible. He was first noticed by two boys in a staircase of a house where they could just see his footsteps and started following him. They follow it until the footsteps are fainter and cannot be seen. First, as he is feeling cold, he enters a mall for some warmth. After the stores shut down, he decides to wear some warm clothes and eat something. He first unboxes a few clothes and wears them. Then, from the kitchen of a restaurant, he eats cold meat and some coffee. Later, he goes to a grocery store and eats sweets and drinks wine. He then falls asleep on a pile of quilts. He then wakes up in the morning when some of the store assistants had seen him and started chasing him. He quickly threw away all the clothes he was wearing and became invisible. So, students, see, Griffin is the central character of this story, and even though he was exceptionally talented and intelligent doctor, but he misused the art of science. Instead of using this for better purpose, he was using for a bad purpose. He then hits the shopkeeper and steals all his money. Soon he realized that London is too crowded to live like this and decides that he would go to remote village. He books 2 rooms at an inn at the Epping village. He reaches there and it is a stranger for the people of Epping that a stranger had such a weird appearance. He has come to stay at inn during the winter season. Once his money is over, he steals from people and also hits the landlord and his wife when they try to check his room in his absence. Then the village constable is asked for help. But before that, Mrs. Hall, the wife of the landlord, asks him questions regarding who is he and what he did to her furniture. This makes him really furious and he decides to show her who he really is. The people then see a headless man, and Mr. Jeffers, the constable, also finds out that he would have to arrest a man who does not have a head. They are unable to catch Griffin as he removes all his clothes and becomes invisible. He even knocks out Jeffers as he tries to catch him. So, students, here H.G. Wells has given you the message that even though the central character, Mr. Griffin, he was exceptionally talented and intellectual person, but he could not take the correct use of science, and he, instead of helping to the people, he made misuse of science and his knowledge. So what happened? He was able to invisible himself and he was escaping very easily from the hands of the police also. So, in this way, instead of using his knowledge for the betterment of the people, he was enjoying his own way and was putting the people in problem. And whenever he get a chance, he was putting trouble and giving lot of problems to the people around him. Okay, students. So, in the concluding part of the story, also he disappears again and he just give a kick to this. Jeffers also and ran away from that place. Thank you. Have a happy day.